Hi guys, Beverly here with Get Nail Art. So last month I did a video on 5D roses or rosebuds. They're not like your regular roses where everybody just goes around in a circle and pushes it flat and comes up, you get a top view. These roses are extreme 3D and they stick off the nail, but they're not flat. They're not so one-dimensional like the other typical roses. The other roses you have to do minimum 5 to 7 petals, and then you have to do that weird little center thing, and they just don't turn out, you know, as well sometimes. You really have to work at them. So this takes a maximum of 4 petals, and it's even more gorgeous than the other roses. So I did the video, but I kept going out of frame for some reason. So I had a request from Jeanette Duran, and I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Quiltaholic, something like that. Correct me sooner or later. Anyway, this is for you guys. So enjoy. So I'm going to be using the same colors, red and black, and I've got my number 2 Kolinsky. This is my cat tongue brush, one of my favorites. And here we go. So I'm going to take the first dot, both colors, and I'm just going to smash that out. And I'm just going to give it a little U shape there. Then while it's kind of wet, I'm going to go back and wet my brush just a little bit. You don't want to wet your brush too much on this step, because see what happens? It starts just pushing the acrylic around instead of folding it over. And we just wiggle. Get it under there. So, wiggle. Then I'm going to wet my brush just a little bit more. I'm going to put some acrylic monomer on the top, and then we fold it over. This gives us our center. This one is not cooperating with me. I'm going to get a bigger brush so you guys can see better. Let me do a number 4. Let's get rid of this. Okay, here we go. There's our first dot. I got a little bit too much black, so I'm going to put just a little more red on it. Okay, once you got that, you smash it out. And I'm just using the nail papers that my nail forms come on. That's what I do all my 3D work on, so I save everything. Okay, once it's dry, you want to wet your brush just a little bit, enough to lift up the sides here. Let me smash this out a little better. If you get too much monomer on it, it's just going to push the acrylic around. So you don't want to get too much, but you don't want to get too little either. Okay, and then we just take the sides and fold it halfway. And then we take this one and fold it halfway. Now the first one, this is the center, so I make it in like an ice cream cone shape. If you see, we go like this, and I bring it down to a little point here because I fold this over. Now, the second one goes behind this one, and that's going to give you a flat piece so that you have something to fix it to the nail with, okay? So again, we make a little dot, And we smash that out. I'm going out of frame again. I'm so bad at that. You want the, oops, look what I did. Gotta do that again. And I'm gonna leave that in the video. I'm not gonna take it out because we all mess up, so. Okay, one more time. There. Now, you want this one to be a little bigger because it goes behind this one and we're gonna fold it over onto this one. And you want to smash them out kind of thin, but not paper thin. We wet that. And stick our little rosebud right up on there. And then I just fold the sides over just a little bit, just on the bottom. I let the top hang free. See that? How pretty it is already. It's beautiful. I like these way better than the other supposed 3D roses. And don't be afraid. Put your finger in there and give it a little flip. Don't be afraid to play with your acrylic. That's how I learn. Self-taught. I play. Okay, so that's 2. Now 1 on each side, and that's 4 petals, and that's it. Okay, so dip again. Get a little bead. Flatten it out. This one we're going to keep at kind of an angle. Just like that. This part gets affixed to the rose. This part flips over. I'll show you what I mean. You have to wait for it to kind of dry a little. I'm going to wet this side. Always wet what you're going to attach it to with your monomer because the monomer helps it stick. Okay. Now, we attach it. I'm going to push it up in there and flip it over. Then I'm going to flip this down. Like that. One more petal. I hope this video is way better than the last one. Let me do that one more time. Little dot. Another little dot. If you're working with 2 colors and you don't have enough, put them side by side, not one on top of the other, because then you have 4 layers instead of 2. Smash it out. This one's going to be on this side, so we're going to keep this side just a little shorter. Wet it with some monomer. Oh, that might be too much. And then we go on and stick that on. And just push it back in there. Nope, it's not cooperating. There we go. And push them on. Sometimes you gotta use your fingers because the acrylic doesn't always cooperate, so just get it on how you can. And there you go. Ta-da! Then, when you want to attach it to the nail, just put your acrylic behind it, pop it off. Put the monomer on the nail where you want. I always use just a little bit of clear acrylic on the nail right behind where I'm going to stick this, and then you put it on the nail, and that's it. So 4 petals, and these, in my opinion, are the most beautiful roses you're going to find. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is way better, and I hope I stayed in frame this time. I'll double check this video this time, guys. Thanks for your comments, and again, if there's anything you want to see or learn, let me know. By the way, you guys should check out the Extreme 5D skulls that I put up there. They're like the ones that you saw on Nailed It, the TV show. So I wanted to show everybody how to do those. It's basically just 2 drops of acrylic, one on top of the other. And then you use your dotter tool to dot the eyes. But go on and watch that video and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.